Well, I'm pretty much set up for muzzleloader hunting tomorrow. Of course, I got to wear orange, but that's no biggie. But I got my tarp set up, low profile. The last time I was up here scouting, I was using my teepee tent. It was green, and the deer kind of spotted it because it was tall. So I'm going to use the West German poncho for a tarp, and it's not supposed to rain, but if it does, I'll put everything in the check pack, and it should stay relatively dry. It will take on water some, but YouTube gets really funky about guns, so I tried to keep them out of setting up. And so this is, I don't know if you can see in there, sorry about that, but I just have enough to cover myself up, and I'm found a soft spot. Yeah, I got a old Czech Cold War pack, and I got my Transia stove, which I'll be cooking right there. So I will be spending the night here. That way, tomorrow morning, I just boil a little water for oatmeal and coffee and chow down, and then I seen some deer in here with low profile, and me sitting in against that rock. I should, if any deer happens to come through, I should be all right. And if it gets too boring, I'll load everything up in the pack and I'll slowly walk. I have done something different this time. The last time I used my woobie in this is East German poncho, and I got cold. So this time I put two woobies together, a zip one and a regular GI one, inside a sleeping bag cover GI. Blackie Thomas kind of said that in the summertime he just wants something to cover up. He uses the sleeping bag cover, and if he needs something a little more with it, he puts his woobie on and wraps up in his woobie. And so I'm trying that, two woobies together. He said in one of his videos that some of the guys, when they do that ranger roll, they put two woobies inside the poncho. So we're going to try it this way and see how warm it is tonight. I didn't bring a pillow, other than my plastic down and my mattress, fold-out mattress, and this Gore-Tex coat. Everything is, and my woobies is pretty much canvas, other than my drinking water vessels. I have my bottle, Swiss canteen, and cup. Give me something else to boil in for cleanup. And then I have my pilot's flask to drink out of during the day when I get thirsty. So, other than that, I mean, I have my, this is kind of a GI, USGI, and German mix. This is a German bread knife. And I carry this instead of my Pathfinder because this one's a little lighter, and I have my ferro rod on this. I do have some fire starter, but everything's soaked from last night and yesterday. We had a rainstorm come through, and so that's pretty much it. I have my titanium cook pot and cup, and I have my bag of food and my goodies, and this to cover my head up at night. Sorry about all these inconveniences here. Somehow I picked up some sorry about this. I'm not using a tripod, I'm just using the selfie stick. And I didn't tie it to the tree. So this is what I'll be sleeping in to cover my head up. I didn't bring my my wool neck gaiter, or whatever you want to call it, neck gaiter hat type of thing, my smart wool. Oh, it's good. I just didn't grab it. I just happened to grab that because I was wearing it the other day and had it laying out. I didn't have to go to the basement and get it. So, kind of enjoying the solitude up here. I was trying to do a video of me setting this up, and it didn't switch over to video. So all I got was a picture of me working on it. Sorry about that. Sorry about all the wobbles. But, yeah. This is what, there's the rock. And so I'll be signing off for now. So this is part 1. Sometime tomorrow I'll do part 2. And I will try to give you an update how I slept last night. If I slept warm. And other than that, I'm not like Gil. Gil uses a union suit, or a onesie, he calls it. And he just lays a tarp down under it, and he sets his diamond up real high. I'm trying to block some of the wind. I might even take my coat and lay it out and spread it out over there to block the wind coming this way. I'm hoping the stone there will block some of the wind coming down, because the wind comes every which way. You got mountains over there, you got mountains back there, and a big reservoir. You got a mountain there behind you. So when the solar winds, when the wind starts, or the air starts cooling down, it starts seeping down. And I'm high enough up off the creek, but you still get moisture. There might be even fog in the morning. I'm hoping not, but we'll see. I was going to grab the other poncho and see if I could tighten it up. I didn't want to bring out the West German pump tent, although the Flectar is a good camouflage. But I wanted something real low profile, and that's what I'm using. I kind of like it too. I mean, because it has two purposes. You can use it as a poncho, and it's a little bit bigger than a GI poncho, and it's a lot less noisier. That's one reason why I like it. And I did something that I don't know if I can show you or not. I'm gonna try. I bought trying to get it adjusted here. Gil wears gaiters, and my legs was getting cold out bow hunting, and I went and bought Carhartt jeans. They're canvas, and these gaiters. And if the wind makes this part of my legs cold, I'll put the poncho on and drape it over me, and that blocks the wind. You know, I'll have long johns on it for the morning, wool long johns. This already keeps from my knees down a lot warmer. So I had a pair of something like these years ago, and I wore them out, and I couldn't find any that same brand. I should have bought two pair, but I grabbed these. I'm hoping that these last me till I get done quit running around in the woods. They seem like they have some kind of a waterproofing on the outside and a wool lined on the inside. Can't really show you, like a felt fabric bonded to them, and it might be pretty hot in the summertime, but we'll see. The ones I bought when I was on the Appalachian Trail, I'm going to turn this upside down. Anyways, they didn't cover down to the first set of strings on my boots, and the water was running down and running into the tongue, and my feet was getting wet. And these things sort of cover more the foot, the top part of the boot. So I'm hoping that these are better for when I go back on the Appalachian Trail to finish up at 271 miles. You know I'm going to walk more, but till I get to the point where I stopped, I do want to finish up the Appalachian Trail next year. I blew my money, so I'm going to be going on a shoelace. And but I think I can do it in between 10 to 12 days. Even if it takes me 15, that's no big deal, because I don't have to be anywhere. It's just the expense of being away from home, and trying to get somebody to come pick me up at the end. Meeting that timeline. You know, that was a big thing when I was going south down to Damascus, because she wouldn't pick me up down in Tennessee, but she could find Damascus. So I had to walk back to Damascus after walking through it. But it was okay. I mean, we got a nice room down there. And that was nice shower, nice soft bed, good bed, and I wasn't, sleeping in a shelter or out in the woods, and got some good grub in me. And you guys, if you ever want to take a weekend and go bicycling, or even do a weekend backpacking on the Appalachian Trail, do a section hike, Damascus is a trail town. They have don't do it when they have the big Appalachian Trail party, because you ain't gonna get a room, you ain't gonna get a campsite anywhere close to Damascus. Thousands of people come for that weekend.